So minion is back, so we're gonna use the Jonker. So when you are in extra action, you get more crit damage and crit rate, so you need to be a bit careful with your crit. You need to make sure that you don't overcap to 100%. And every DY the boss has, the more damage you do. First damage increase. Boss gimmick very simple, nothing much. It's only the soul link, so they share damage, and then every time you kill the Angel, you get some SP back. So for the team, guess who's back? The Riddler is back. If you don't have A2 Riddler, you need A2 Riddler for this rotation. So if you don't have A2 Riddler, you can replace with Rin. I will put a rotation using Rin at the end of the video. Now honestly, Rin and Riddler, the score difference isn't really that big. It's only by a few million, it's not that big. And Rin is less RNG, a lot less RNG than Riddle, because for Riddle this team, we need one extra turn, which means that the boss is gonna attack us for one extra turn, so it's gonna be more difficult to survive, so there's the RNG there. And Riddle herself is RNG because of the stacks. And looking at this screen, you're probably wondering like, okay, why am I not using Cord and Futaba? Because, you know, Joker, surely they're gonna be good with Joker, right? I mean, they are good with Joker, but not as good as you might think. So when I make this rotation, the first question in my mind was, where should I put Futaba and Cord? With Joker or with Queen? And looking at the screen, the answer is not Joker. I did a bit of testing. The score difference with Cord and Futaba and without Cord and Futaba is smaller for Joker compared to Queen. So that's why we're gonna put everything all in on Queen's side for the big damage. But I'll still have a Cord rotation at the end of the video if you're interested. So Joker, our main DPS, is gonna run the Departure and Hindrance. And then he has 5-star weapon. And then the stat screen. Make sure you need to be careful with the crit rate. The crit rate is pretty terrible, 23% only, which is why I need to delay the turn by 1. If your Joker is strong, you can pretty much skip the entire first turn. And our support is going to be Leon. Then you can do Leon thing, buffing the crit damage and attack. So the Trust and Prosperity set, 5-star weapon, stat screen. A2 Riddle, I do recommend building her if you are unlucky enough to get her to A2. Because A2 Riddle is pretty decent, mainly because of the crit damage and a lot of like attack buff also. But she is quite niche. She doesn't work for every character. She works for Joker because Joker has extra action, which means that she has extra chance of getting more stacks. So the RNG is less for if you're using Riddle with Joker. She is running the Trust and Power for the attack, 4-star weapon, set screen. Then our Navigator is going to be Wind because, like I said, Futaba is going to be better on the other side. At least from my testing. So Wind is going to help us a bit with sustain skill 3 because we do need to sustain. We need to heal. Then she's going to do our usual thing, which is debuffing. Then we have the Labor Resolve set, the 4-star event weapon, the set screen. For Wonder, I'm running Ex Machina. Pretty much the only dagger you should be using here. Then Persona, we have Alice. Alice is only going to be used die for me. And also the highlight is important also, because if you use it right before break turn, this highlight will last for the entirety of the fight until the end. Then Amino Uzume, make sure you're Mouse Yonga. If you have Walk Thunder, even better, because she can buff crit when shock. When shock also increases crit damage taken. Succubus, you need Rebellion and Tarukaja, buff the attack, and also even more crit from the passive. For the turn order, this is very specific actually. It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, must be like this, very specific. Because you want Riddle to move before Wonder, and then you want Leon to be third, so that he can use the highlight. And then you can use the skill 2 to reduce the HP. First turn, everybody's gonna guard, except for Joker. Because we need like one extra turn to kill them. Because the boss actually just barely dies to Joker, which is quite funny. So we need an extra bit of damage to kill. And increasing the turn by 1 means that there's gonna be more RNG because you have one more turn of attacks to tank. So let's pray as many dodges as possible. Okay, that's fine. That's very fine. The damage from Angel hurts them with Q3 win. The main purpose of this is to heal. Okay, then we just guard with Riddle. We don't want to attack first. Wonder can use die for me at least. We're not gonna use highlight yet. We're gonna save for next turn. Then we skill 2 with Leon. Then I think we can just do a Joker skill 3. Then we can use a Wind skill 3. I think we're gonna heal Leon. I don't want to heal Joker because I don't want to get too much HP. But that's also risky because if Joker might die with like a 2 single attack move. Do skill 3. Okay. Now pray. We tank. Okay. That's bad. But expected. No, don't. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay. The Swift Strike is gonna hurt. Pretty on tanks. Oh my god, I dodged. Now we just have to pray that Leon survives the Angel. Now we skill 1. This is where the second RNG comes in. We need 5 stacks for Riddle. You can use at least highlight debuff. And then Wonder is gonna go to Uzume, Masyonga, as many shots as possible. Oh my god, got 4 out of 4, that's crazy. Now I really hope that Leon survives this final turn. Please don't hit Leon. Okay, just don't Leon and we good. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, now we skill 1. And then I think we can do a skill 1, skill 3. Or skill 2, skill 3 probably works also. I'm scared of Q. Okay, I'm pretty sure we get 5 stacks. Right? Surely we get 5 stacks, right? For Widow. Okay, the skill 2 also very ideal. Because that's for until the end of the fight already. Okay, now we have 5 stacks Widow. Beautiful. This is pretty much a flawless run. Oh my god. CP, get a crit damage buff also. In Rebellion, we have 4 shock. Joker below 60%. That's beautiful. And we use skill 3. Leon. Then we're gonna Leon highlight on Joker, which will heal him to 60%. But that's fine because you're gonna skill 2 with Leon immediately after. So that will bring him below 60% again. Joker skill 3 twice. Pretty sure there's a new record. I'll be surprised if it's not. Okay. Okay. It's not really a new record, but because I did a chord rotation also, but it should be a new record for this rotation. And skill 3 again. In skill 1, make sure you take the one that's shot. Which all of them has actually. So any of them, then with skill 3 we win. Just don't heal Joker. Then Tarukaja. Yeah, I forgot to mention that you need to check your Joker's crit. Because we do have a crit buff. But to make sure that Joker is below 100%. Mine is way below, which is not that good actually, 50% only. But yeah, skill 3. So that's why my Joker like need extra turn because my Joker is not that strong. Yeah, make sure you do a skill 3 first, then highlight, because you want to use the highlight during the extraction for more damage. Then we do a highlight. Okay. Then we skill 3 the final damage. So the highest for this rotation was 46.5. Pretty sure this is more than that. 47 at least, I think. Yeah, that's nice. So the first rotation on the show is the one with Court and Futaba. So this got me about 55 million points, which is quite a significant difference. It's an 8 million difference compared to the one in the video, but the difference for the Queen side is even more. It's up to 10 million and more. So for this rotation, right, the only thing you can potentially is just change Amino Uzume for this turn, so that you can use the Amino Uzume highlight, which doesn't really do much, but to heal from Court's passive. They just tank a bit more. But if your Joker is strong enough, you can just skip the entire first turn, similar to the one in the video. Then here is the Rin and Leon rotation. This one is also not bad, pretty good. But because of Rin, your Joker is able to trigger an extra action here, because the other like teammates cannot do that for me. So if your Joker cannot trigger extra action and you cannot kill by this turn, second turn, you might want to also delay one turn. The rotation is pretty much the same, I think, as the one in the video. And this one got me 44.7, which is not really a big difference compared to the one in the video. So if you don't A2 video, this is also a pretty good substitute. And this is the rotation for this video. And again, if your Joker is strong enough, you can skip the entire first turn. Just start on the second.